Hey everybody, this is Corey. I don't do this a whole lot, but well, here I am uh, in the basement of the warehouse I work at. Got a little bit of time right now, so I wanted to talk about Facebook and how terrible they are in their system of governance. Um, I've been using it, or had been using it for several years without really any problems. And at at the point in time that I'm going to publish this video, it's if I do it tonight after, when I have a chance, it'll be the end of May in 2025. So last year, um, let's go back a year before that, because I had an issue with hackers getting a hold of my account, which really wasn't a big deal. I was able to upload um, my driver's license, and I was able to gain control of my account again. These hackers were pretty good. They actually switched my account, my email and credentials and stuff, with a fake account that I have no idea. It was like the name was Sam Smith or some silly thing like that. So they managed to pull that off, and I had been getting warnings from Facebook. You need to, have two-factor authentication, and I'm like, who really likes that stuff? So, so I just bypassed it until I finally got hacked by somebody. Like I said, I was able to get control again, and then I enabled 2FA, and that was all cool and everything. So I had access though to this this fake Facebook account. That's a whole other thing though. But what happened was I discovered that the page that did this actually had, or the account that did this, the people that did this, had a page where they were posting that they were buying and selling Facebook accounts. And I went through that page and reported several posts and the page itself to Facebook. They never did anything about it, and this is how stupid they are. It's just so wrong, for lack of a better word. Right now, I guess I'm a little tired, a little lacking of sleep. I was up playing video games with my daughter late into the morning before coming to work. So, yeah, the thing is, I've seen other types of accounts on Facebook, catfishing accounts, prostitution, things like that. And there's no way to really know unless you're going to engage these people. I would assume that most of it is catfishing, scamming, and that sort of thing. But that's the thing. These people were selling and buying and selling, or not really buying, but hacking and then selling Facebook accounts to people. And nothing was done about it. No, we looked at your report and said, didn't see anything wrong. And I gotta wonder, who or what kind of retarded AI do they have that's looking after these things? So let's fast forward about a year from that point. I was using Facebook, normally. I have an artist page that some folks probably know about. It's Exalted Dirt. I do music and stuff, and I dabble in video game programming and stuff like that. So also, though, I host a yearly event in my hometown of Orville called A Praise in the Park. So just last year, I think it was, Yeah, it had to be last year. Um, just before the really busy season of Appraise in the Park. Because we have events that we run in in the summer. And it was sometime around May, I think it was, that I got dinged for something. I don't even remember what it was. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what it was. That's the problem. Um, Facebook, when they disable your account, they send you some nonsense about community violation of community standards or whatnot, and they don't tell you what it is that you did. No. Um, and not only that, but their appeal system is worthless. I mean, you can't. They tell you you got 180 days, or else your account's going to be deleted or whatever, however they say it. And they don't really give you any good options for appealing. No. What had happened though that after that account got deleted or disabled rather, it wasn't long that I tried setting up another one. And according to their rules, one person isn't supposed to have more than one Facebook account. But I know that there are lots of people that make backup accounts because of stupid stuff like this. So I tried making another Facebook account. That didn't last long. I only had it for a few weeks, and I was trying to send friend requests to people that I knew and classmates and musicians and stuff that were part of the Appraise in the Park and other stuff like that. It only took a few weeks, and I think what happened with that one was I posted a silly meme in response to something that somebody said as a comment. Nothing really serious. It was just a joke. And this fellow and I would, talk a little bit about politics, but we never, did anything to offend either one or the other. It was just he would make comments every once in a while, and I'd make comments, and so that's the thing, though. I sent this meme in response to something that he said, and I was warned about it on a Facebook notification. And then it wasn't long after that that second account that I made was disabled. And so after that, I just kind of gave up. It's like I have all these people that I'm trying to keep in contact with because of the events that I run. But, yeah. No, Meta says screw you. We don't care who you are. We're not going to look into your situation. No. You broke this rule. Whatever rule that was. And now you're the bad guy. You are canceled. And so, all right. So it was later in the summer, I think it was after Appraise in the Park season was over. We had 3 events that we did last year in Ohio. One in the Anchor location, Orville, where I started this way back in 2016. And then a couple others, like we did one in East Palestine, and where was the other one? The other one was over in the Warren area. I didn't have anything to do with setting those up. It was a colleague of mine. But after all that happened, I just kind of gave up on Facebook, and then I decided after that summer season had passed, I'm going to try to set up a new account with using a pseudonym. And my name is Corey Finney, so I went with CF Finney. And I was able to reconnect with a bunch of people from the church, from church and musicians, some of them. Now, what had happened though is I noticed that a lot of my classmates, people that I hadn't actually seen in many years, who I was linked to on my old Facebook account, I can't send them friend requests now. Nope. Nope. Supposedly, I don't know who these people are, or they don't know who I am. Even though we probably spent, 3 or 4 years in high school, maybe longer in junior high. Stupid. It's just so stupid. And I get that some people have like security preferences or whatever that they have set up on their accounts. But I discovered that a lot of people I just simply was not able to send friend requests to, even though I personally knew them. Yep. And then not only that, but when a lot of times, and I'll check out when I've been on Facebook and I get friend requests from people that I know that I thought I was already linked to. I'll maybe ask them a few questions on Messenger just to test them out to make sure they're who they say they are, But a lot of people, if they see friend requests from people that they know, or at least they think that they're still linked to them, they'll just ignore them, or even delete the friend requests. So there are a lot of people that just didn't respond. All because some AI or whoever, I don't know, I don't really even know what happened. So anyway, I went for a number of months with that CFNE account. And then after several months, I decided to switch to something that might be more recognizable. I don't even remember what it was. Or maybe I used a different pseudonym. It doesn't matter. My point is that I used a pseudonym that had a different last name spelling. And then I changed it to something else. And then just a couple months ago, I don't know, a few months back, I decided to change to my real name again, Corey Finney. And so that went okay. I figured, my old account, there's nothing I can do to save it. Nobody at Meta really looks into these things. I don't think they do. And they're just really terrible. So this year, though, I'm on 2025. I'm on Facebook with my actual name again, and I'm trying to, get this Appraise in the Park thing running. But this year, the sponsors just aren't. They just don't have the money, or things have changed, and they're not doing that anymore. One was my place of employment was taken over, merged with another company, and I last year they put $500 toward this event, and then I thought, once this merger happened, or whatever you want to call it, takeover, this isn't going to be the same. I know it's not, and sure enough, yeah. And then another one of our big sponsors just couldn't afford to do the 200 that it had been doing the couple years before, or something like that. I don't know. So this has been a little bit frustrating, because I was expecting to, with the increase that we've been seeing in the past couple years, that we'd be able to have some groups come from maybe a little bit further distances that we could give a little bit of money to. Because historically speaking, from the first few years of doing this event in 2016 and beyond. We just I couldn't afford to pay people. Aside from our sound tech, and I just managed to scrape together a little bit of money to do this event. And so anyway, so this year my daughter said something to me about doing an online fundraiser, because in years past I had done like Facebook fundraisers and gotten a little bit of money that way. And some folks who knew me personally would hand me some cash, like 50, $100, 25, stuff like that. And we get a little bit of donations on site with a little donation box that I have. Things have always worked out pretty decently. But this year I decided to go with a, what is that called? Give, Send, Go, I think it is. I set up a donation campaign. And, I put like a $10,000 goal on it, which I'm not exactly sure how all that stuff works, but I wasn't expecting to get $10,000 out of it. I thought that's kind of high reaching, but hey, if I can raise that much money, it'll last us for a number of years, and I won't have to deal with this garbage anymore. So, because I hate begging for money, but I don't like doing it. It's just something that's unfortunately necessary, unless I was able to, I don't know, win Publishers Clearinghouse or something. And then I'd just do all this stuff however I wanted to and not be concerned about it, right? So anyway, I posted the link to that fundraiser. And I don't know if that was what they dinged me on, but it did say, I did get a notification in my email saying that my account was restricted from advertising. That's what it said. And because of something that I did, which I'm assuming that that's what it must have been, because I haven't really done anything else that I can think of aside from, I did post a QR code to our, to link to a PayPal and Venmo thing. So now, then I got another notification, and I don't know, I didn't look closely enough at the timeline to see which came first, but I actually saw that my Facebook account had been disabled. And so I looked at that notification, and it said that I had violated an intellectual property, some sort of intellectual property violation. And I just have no idea what that's supposed to mean at all. Of course, I appealed, and I haven't gotten any positive response. And I am not expecting to see any positive response, because these stupid meta bots they just don't help people. They don't. It's impossible just about to get any good responses. I've seen a number of YouTube videos where people complained about this sort of thing. They don't really know. They can maybe take a guess at what maybe might have been the offending factor that caused them to lose their Facebook accounts. But some of them, the only way that they were able to get any response for their appeal was to go to Meta and buy whatever device they're selling. Like, I guess they have a headset now that they're the VR headsets, whatever those stupid things are called. And then there was the portal. I don't know. I don't know if they're selling any of that stuff anymore. Doesn't really matter because I wouldn't buy it anyway. but people have been claiming to buy these devices or expressing interest in buying these devices in order to contact Meta and get their Facebook accounts back. And some of them have been successful at that. Some not, though. One woman that I saw said that after a number of months, finally, and her trying to do a bunch of stuff, eventually her Facebook account was working again. I haven't seen anything like that happen on my end of things. And as I said, with what happened to my first account that I had been using for years and years, it's not looking good. So if anybody knows of any like good class action suits that are out there against Facebook for their horrible treatment of their users, that would be great. I guess Meta has a bunch of different suits against it, or has had some against it for, data, personal data, and that kind of stuff. But really, these people ought to be held accountable for how awful they treat their users. They just I don't know. They just delete accounts for no apparent reason, but then when people make legitimate reports about this catfishing and whoredom and whatever you want to call it, scammers and all that other sort of stuff, nothing's done about it. So anyway, that's the end of my story and the end of my rant. I guess I'm out until the next time.